Queen Amara stood high upon the marble balcony, her breath catching as the vibrant life of the royal gardens began to wither before her eyes. The once radiant petals curled, turning a sickly, brittle black. A shadow, vast and impossibly cold, swept across the kingdom of flowers like a heavy shroud, extinguishing the silver moonlight. From the edge of the tree line, a terrifying presence emerged. The shadow leopard stepped into the open, its eyes burning like twin blue flames of ice. It let out a primal roar that vibrated through the very stones of the palace, and in an instant, the vibrant colors of the world drained away into a hollow gray. Amara watched the darkness spread, feeling the weight of her kingdom's silence. While the guards reached for their steel, Amara did not reach for a sword. She knew that blood would only feed this darkness. Instead, she gripped the handle of her old lantern and stepped down into the silent, frozen streets. She followed the trail of decay, tracking the beast deep into the sacred jungle. The air was thick with the scent of ozone and rot. Her boots crunched against dead vines and brittle, thorny undergrowth that clawed at her robes. Every step was a challenge against the suffocating gloom, but the light of her lantern flickered with a stubborn hope. She moved deeper into the heart of the jungle, where the trees seemed to lean in, whispering of ancient fears and lost light. Deep in the jungle's core, she found him. The shadow leopard was trapped within a jagged circle of obsidian thorns, its magnificent fur matted with a thick, pulsing dark energy. It was a creature of nightmare. Yet as it lunged against its cage, Amara held her ground. She raised her lantern high, casting a warm glow over the beast's snarling face. That is when she saw it. A heavy iron collar embedded deep in the creature's neck, glowing with a hateful, jagged light. The leopard was not the source of the darkness. It was its first victim. The beast roared again, a sound of pure agony that shook the trees, but Amara did not flinch. She saw the pain behind the blue fire in its eyes. Ignoring the low, guttural growls, Amara knelt in the cold dirt. She reached out a trembling hand toward the pulsing metal. "The anger is not yours to carry," she whispered, her voice a steady anchor in the storm. With a sharp click, she pulled the release pin on the collar. The iron did not fall. It shattered into 1,000 pieces of harmless dust. The leopard collapsed, its dark fur rippling like water under a summer breeze. Suddenly, a blinding golden light erupted from the creature's heart, tearing through the jungle canopy and washing over the entire kingdom. The darkness shattered. The sky transformed into a brilliant dawn blue, and the flowers beneath their feet snapped back to life in a riot of color. The leopard stood once more, its eyes now clear, soft, and filled with an ancient intelligence. It bowed its head deeply to the queen, a silent gesture of eternal gratitude, before vanishing like a ghost into the flourishing trees. Back at the palace, the air was filled with the joyous cheers of the villagers as color returned to their world. But Amara remained at the edge of the woods, alone in the quiet beauty of the morning. She watched the golden horizon, knowing in her heart a truth the world often forgets. She had saved her people not with a blade, but with a touch. Mercy had won the day where steel would have surely failed.